Warning: this program may contain explicit language that may be considered offensive or inappropriate to children and some adults.
The following content is intended for mature audiences only.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to hour 9 of our 24-hour live stream brought to you by Woe Nelly Media. We are raising money for Flirting with Destiny, which is going to be the very first self-produced project from Woe Nelly Media. I am your showrunner and writer, and this is Cody Paul, who is the director of photography on the project, and he is donating his time today to do a short seminar / how-to tutorial on video editing. We're so excited to have him here. We're very honored to have him here. You can also check out his website, codypaulmedia.com. And also, in the meantime, you can check that website out. You can hit us up also by going to gofundme.com/f/flirtingwdestiny. Donate there. We're hoping to get to $1,000 in our first day. That is our goal. By midnight tonight, we want to get $1,000 at least, so we can get started, and we are getting closer and closer to that goal. So please help us by either donating some money or share this video or share the link, our GoFundMe link, by going to the page and just sharing it from there. You can find the page, the GoFundMe link at my page as well. We love you guys. And without any further ado, Cody, take it away.
All right. Thank you, bro. Thank you for this opportunity to share, to jump in. This is going to be quick and painless. This is editing 101. As you can see, I got baby girl in the camera. Her name is Sonia, by the way. So
the camera.
So what we're gonna do is just a quick workflow, right? So I'm just gonna literally turn my chair.
50.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna literally turn my chair, record a quick, maybe 1.5 minute video, and then we're going to edit it. And I'm going to show you in Final Cut just some quick things to do to make your video stand out, and to take it from its raw form and just make it bigger than that. So really quick, look, you'll be able to see me. Just turning my camera on, put it on record. Hey guys, this is your boy Cody Paul from Cody Paul Media, just recording this quick video. Just wanted to do this so I can throw it up on the screen and edit it and show little different zoom in effects or transition effects or titles or whatever that you can add to your video that's just stock in Final Cut to make it look better than just any recorded video. So boom. So let me get my SD card out of here. And you can do this on your phone. One thing I advocate for a lot of people is your phone is a good enough camera. This just happens to be a blessing, but your phone can shoot in 4K. It's a good enough camera. I promise it's a good enough camera. So we're going to pull up Final Cut. I'm going to share my screen. Come on and give some money. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, come on and give. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. This is my Final Cut screen. I've already started a project. It's called Video Editing 101. So I'm going to pull it up, and then we're going to import. But if you needed to start a project, you literally just go to File, New, Project to start it. You title it whatever you want. But we're going to go into editing it. So first we need to import the media. So I know this is on my CPM. As you can see, all these other videos I've recorded. This is this quick 29-second video, which has me looking a hot mess. But anyway, I digress. We'll import it really quick. So what you really want to do, because it's usually at the top. So these are all the projects that I've done so far in this library anyway. But here's the clip. So You just want to take it and drag it to your timeline. The good thing about Final Cut is it automatically starts it from the beginning. And any other clip, this is a random one. If you just throw it in here, it links it to this one. So it's a magnetic timeline, so it links them together. So the main thing when it comes to workflow is I recorded it. So I know there's no blurbs, there's no issues as far as, you know, mess ups when it comes to words, things of that nature. So I am just scrubbing through the timeline. It's just the whole video. So usually you want to zoom in, which you can do by hitting that button, the zoom button. That lets you look in the timeline to see where to get closer so you can see the audio. So I like to honestly edit from the audio. And if you do this from your phone, you don't have to do what I'm doing now. It's just the way it exports on the camera. It exports with 4 mono audio files. But if you're doing it from your phone, you don't have to do that. It's gonna come the right way. And if you have an iPhone, you can just airdrop it to your Mac. If not, you can email it to yourself and download it. However you would get your file from your phone to your computer, you can do that. Like I said, I've done literally most of the videos that I've edited for, like, my wife's channel, the Mompreneur Plug. You should check that out. Or the bulk of the videos that I've edited for just projects in general have been shot on a phone because it shoots in 4K. So I say that to say, if you're looking to start, you know, doing a video podcast, starting a YouTube channel, or whatever the case may be, you don't need to buy a camera. I say it again, you don't need to buy a camera. Use what you have. iPhone. Keyword iPhone. Anyway, so you like to start with the audio. So I know for sure that this is dead space, right? And I don't want the video to, this one anyway, to start with dead space. So you just take this tool, which is select tool, which is you can either press A. Like if I was on the zoom hand and I want to get back to it, I just press A, get back to the select tool, and I can go to the edge where you see these arrows and I can drag it to the beginning. So I know this is where the audio starts. You guys won't be able to hear this, but it's fine. I'll play it for you at the end. So what you want to pay attention to, and if you're editing, you can hear the audio, so it'll be a little easier. But what you want to pay attention to is these breaks here, right? So it usually says that you're going to another thought, or pause for a second, whatever the case may be. But you can make a quick, what I like to do anyway, is to make a quick zoom in to change the angle to keep the viewer's attention. So I just wanted to go to my blade tool, which is either pressing B or clicking blade. You can say where the line is, cut it, and I can just take it a couple of seconds in until this dead spot, right? And blade that. Now I select the clip. So I go back to my A and I hit select. So when I do that, look at what pops up over here. It gives the volume and all that. That's definitely audio. So we want to adjust the clip. Yes, Bubby. So we want to adjust the clip. So when you do that, you want to put your clip over it so that you can see what it's going to do. Yes, Bubby. Go let Bubby help you. So we're going to zoom in a little. And I know this is not flattering for me. Of course, just like math, the x-axis takes it left and right. But we're going to get that back to 0, so it's in the middle. But the y takes it up and down. As you can see, my head is a little out of frame. So I'll move it down to move it back in frame. And then, so now when I press you can press the space bar to play it from wherever it is. You go to this, it zooms in. And see, it zooms back out. So you can do that in your project, whether it's a quick social media video, whether it's a longer video. Usually this video is about 28 seconds, right? So if you have a longer video, maybe a couple of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, you would like to do what we call the 35-second rule, which is there has to be a change every 35 seconds of the video to keep the viewer's attention. So whether it is a title, whether it is a transition, whether it is a zoom in or a different, if you have multiple cameras, you can do a different angle, right? You want to implement those changes every 35 seconds. That way, of course, you can keep the viewer's attention. The main point of getting people to watch the video is to keep their attention, because you usually make your point maybe in the middle of the video, but stats show that if you can't keep their attention, they're not even going to get that far, right? So the estimate, if you drop a 15-minute video, the estimated views that you might get in it are about 3 minutes, and that's normal, about 2 to 3 minutes. So you have to implement these changes to try to keep their attention longer. That way they can get to the point that you're trying to make in your video. Like, for example, if you're doing what we're doing with this live stream, right? And you're trying to raise money, which you should donate to the GoFundMe for Flirting with Destiny. But with a video asking for that, you have to change up. So whether it's, we did ours with multiple people. So whether it's bringing multiple people in at different points, whether it's, you know, doing a zoom here or a transition there, like you have to make those changes to keep their attention, to get them to the point, right? To tell them what the show is and to get them to donate. So you want to be able to get the audience to your point. And that's what I'm doing here with the editing. So another quick tip. Now this should be right when it comes to the color of the clip. This should be okay, but I'm just going to use this first clip as an example. You can, if we want to change or correct the color. Now, usually when you shoot on a camera like this, it does it for you. If you do it on a, or if you have the settings right, it does it for you. If you want to, if you're using your phone, you might have to modify some things. So this is a quick, and this is a part of editing. This is a quick color correction tutorial. So you can go to, you see this top bar, you might see it, you might not. Go to Window and go to Workspaces and hit Color and Effects. And it brings up these three things. Now, you can also go to the other side, because you have to do this to change the color. There's a color inspector right here, which is in the middle of the video clip and the audio. This is the color inspector, and it automatically pulls this up. But what you want to do is click the drop down right here and go to color wheels. That's what you want to do. And it brings these up. You can bring this down so you can see all of them. And it gives you these three things. So the main things you want to look at is, and I'll show you over here. The main things you want to look at is the Luma, which is this right here, and the overlay. So like I said, this pretty much does it for you, right? As you can see, all of this white here, usually this would be three different colors. It'll be red, it would be blue, and it would be green. So your goal with these right here, the wheels, the shadow, the highlights, and the midtones, is to get them to line up. But what you also want to do, just to have a good balance, and I'll show you here, even though it's already done, is you want to use your shadows to make sure that this graph where my mouse is at 0, and that's where the bottom of it is, and that the top of it is at 100. Which, like I said, this is already, but if I'll just show you what it does. I want to manipulate it, right? If I took it under 0, it would take that down. If I put it back at 0, it's back to normal. If I wanted to bring my highlights up, of course, it makes the clip brighter, but let's bring it back to 100. So now one thing I can do here, which I usually like to do, is to manipulate the midtones, right? Because if you do that, it makes it either brighter or darker as well, but that's the middle of the video, right? So I like to turn it up just a tad, not much, but just bring it up just a tad. And then if your red, green, and blue lines were, and you can see them, I'll even show you like this, for example. Let's do this. So with this, you can see the red, the blue here is on the bottom of this RGB overlay. It's right here. It's on the bottom. And then as I move it up, you can see, of course, the green one. So, but like I said, this was already done. So if I double click, I can actually type in a number. If I put both of these back to 0, or I think this was at 5,000, I think. Yeah. If I put them back to normal settings, everything is corrected. So that's how you would just change the color if it was off, because that's important when it comes to video. You don't want it to look orange, or really in warm light it look orange, and cool light looks blue. You want it to look normal, whatever shot you're doing, whether it's at night, whether it's during the day, whatever you're doing. And this is a quick, like I said, 5-10 minute color correction tutorial to change the shadows and highlights, like I said, to bring the bottom to 0, the top to 100, and to change the midtones to make it either brighter or darker, whatever your preference. It depends on what you're shooting to. If you're doing more of a cinematic style, you might want to make it a little darker. But if you're just doing regular videos for social media, YouTube, whatever the case may be, you can brighten it up if you want. It's up to you. I like it a little brighter in the midtones. So not too much, because that's too much, but put it about there instead of here. This is where it normally is. If I put it right there, that's fine for me. So just a little bit. So now we want to go back. We go back to our window, workspaces, and go back to default, so that now we're back to the clips. So let me go back to the clip properties here. And as you see, it has the color wheels on this first clip. Of course, I really didn't change anything. Well, yeah, I did. I put the midtones up a little bit. But see, I can click it on and click it off. So if I had any other effect here, I could do that too. Click it on, click it off. One thing too is I say my name. Cody Paul right here. Said this is your boy Cody Paul. So my name pops up right here. So usually, just again, quick tip, and I'm going to use the default settings in Final Cut. I have different titles that I've added here, but I'm not going to use any of these. I'll just use the default ones. And this is in any video editing software. If you use iMovie, if you use DaVinci Resolve, if you use Adobe Premiere, if you use Adobe Premiere Rush, anything, same way, right? So you can use a default title. The 3D titles are cool. So I'll just drop this title right here. Like I said, you can line it up with your line. That way you can make it come in right when you say your name or when I say my name. So what I want to do is, of course, you want to change what it says. You know, your name's not basic 3D, right? So when you pull up a title like this, it has a text option. So basic 3D, Cody Paul, right? So what I also like to do with my titles, for me, hold on, Bubby. If you do the titles, all right, come here, Carson. Sorry, y'all. Come here, Bubby. Come on, Carson.
Hey, can I be too?
Nope. Go, Bubby. So with my title anyway, this is a little too big for my name personally. I like them to be a little smaller and to the bottom of the screen. So this is the scale. This is the all scale. This is where you change how big it is. So I can make it bigger if I take it up, or I can make it smaller. That looks about good to me. And really, it's all to your preference. If you'd rather just have it come in the middle, that's fine. I like it coming in on the bottom. So again, you use your X and Y axis. Again, Y is up and down. X is left to right. Left is negative. So I'll just bring it to the side and then bring it down. So now when I go back and I play the title, at least start a little before, it comes right down there and then goes into the zoom in, comes back out. So it's those things. And don't get me wrong, you might look at it and be like, that wouldn't keep me watching a video. But if you pay attention to the stuff you watch, right? And from here, throughout the day, I want you to do this. Whatever videos you pull up on social, whatever stuff you pull up on YouTube, whatever movies you watch, including movies, you will see every maybe 20, if it's 20 to 30 seconds, even if that, you'll see either, mostly when it's movies anyway, you'll see camera angle changes. So even if you have one shot, you'll see it change to another. You might, of course, it might transition to a whole scene. You don't know. If you're looking at social media, you'll see videos that switch from one way to another. And I think you got to look at this too. The reels on Instagram, just to talk social, that are more captivating are the ones that are changing initially, because in order to get people to watch, you have to grab their attention. So it's these little things like this, these little things like adding a title here and adding a zoom right after that help keep people's attention. So if we want to keep the same formula, right? Zoom in, zoom out. Let's go here, because you see this is a little bit of dead space. So if I go here and I go to my blade, which is either click that or you can press B, click before, and then I'll go to a little after my dead space. What you like to do too is when you're doing the zoom in, when you're going to transition the scene back out, is you go to where the audio is about to come back in, literally right before, and then that's where you stop your clip. But this one I'm going to do a little different, because you don't want to have monotonous angles, right? So if I zoom in like that every time, that becomes monotonous, right? So this is what I'm going to do this time. Is I'm going to zoom in, of course, but I'm going to move it down. I'm going to get my head fully in frame. I'll move it down, but then I'm going to move it to the left. I'm going to move my head to the left, so it changes the angle. So going from that to the zoom in, zoom out, to the left. You see, it's stuff like that. It's little subtle changes like that that help keep help keep people's attention. So if we wanted to add a transition, that's over here down on the bottom. As you see, the little, it looks like a side hourglass. That's the way I talk about it anyway. But it has the transition and effects. They're right next to each other. So this one is effects, this one is transitions. So again, I'm just going to use the stock ones that are in here in the system here. So cross dissolve, this is a popular one over all video editing platforms. Cross dissolve is a really popular one to use. If you scroll from one end to the other, it shows you what it does. But if I want to add it to the clip here, and I'm making it smaller because it's also a zoom in. So I want it to be a quick cross dissolve. So now look at the zoom in and then look at the transition. See, something quick like that. Back up, CJ. Something quick like that can help keep people's attention. And a transition, just a quick transition right there, can help draw people to what you're talking about. Now, usually you only want to use transitions if you are changing scenes or going into like another space, or you're talking about a new topic. You want your transitions to be really specific. This one, of course, this video is really quick, so there is no scene changes. There's none of that. So that's why I just threw one in here, just to show you guys what that process looks like. Now, this is just the first, 10 seconds of the video. And again, you can't hear it, but you'll be able to see the different effects. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom into the left, transition. So what we'll do here is we'll add, and this is what I like to use on here. If you're working on the laptop, then you can take your 2 fingers on the bottom of the mouse pad and scroll it along. I'm not working with my laptop open. This is an external monitor. So I'll use my hand tool, which you get up here by either clicking that or pressing H. And then to select my next zoom point. Again, you want to keep it, the regular rule is 35 seconds, but this is only a 28-second video. So you have to be able to catch their attention and to keep it. So, but I'm going to let this play, this main chunk here, because there's no breaks, and I'll cut it here. And then, like I said, when you're doing a zoom, you want to find where the next break is, and you want to find where the audio starts and cut it right before. That way, the zoom back out happens right as I'm talking about the next point. If you do it in the middle, it can look a little choppy, where if you do it in the right before the audio, it looks intentional on why you're doing it. So this one though, of course, as you can probably tell, I'm going to do a little different. Now, what you can also do too, if you know how you like your zoom ins, like this one, for example, this one looks decent. I see this is at 143, the scale, right? So if I go back here to where I'm zooming in again, I can just double click where it lets me type the number and go 143. That makes it simple too, instead of scrolling and finding your way. So again, take it down, get my whole head or most of my big head in the frame. And then go to as much as I can, because you see this is black space right here on the screen. I'm pointing like y'all can see my finger. No, this is black space on the screen. That wouldn't look well if I were to export this video and you guys were to see that. So again, go back to 149, and then let's take this back to where it shows the whole video. Boom. Okay. So in that way, my head is still to the right. So you're still going to catch this zoom here. Transition back out. So again, the main tips when it comes to editing, doing quick edits, we could go into deeper concepts and things of that nature. I mean, even me showing you guys color, a basic white balance, color correction in a way is still a little quote unquote advanced. Or you could use, I know if you use Premiere Rush or if you use iMovie, they have different settings you can use where you can change. It's almost a filter effect like Instagram, where they have different color filters that you can put on it. But this is a way to balance it to make it look normal. But again, you add titles, you add transitions, you add zoom in, zoom outs, or best thing, if you have multiple cameras, you can add another effect. So I'm actually going to export now because this is at 20. Yeah, this is pretty much over. Now, this is another thing. You see this at the end, you can tell the audio is done, that I'm done talking here. And there's all this dead space, me reaching for the camera, all of that. You want to cut that out too. So I already have my select tool. So I can just scroll and cut it out. And then that is the end of this quick video. What I could do as well is I can literally throw the same title at the end, change it in the text viewer like I did before. Thank you for watching. And then let that be the fade out, right? Another quick tip, and then I'll export it. So when videos fade out, in Final Cut, at least I haven't found it if it's in here. But another quick hack you can do if you want to fade out is messing with this opacity up here. If you're following my mouse, I'm trying to put it above it. this opacity thing right here. And I'm going to teach you, it's a quick lesson about keyframes. But you take this opacity all the way down. If you want to fade it, of course, this fades in and out. So this is what you do with keyframes. This is also how you can zoom in and zoom out gradually. So I know I want to start this after this point and let this be when I fade it out. So if I'm doing this here, if I'm starting it here, that's where I want to start the fade out. That's where you see this little plus button right here. It says add a keyframe. You add a keyframe. And then I want to zoom in a little more so that I can get this down to the T of what I want. And then use the hand tool to see my whole clip here. And then I'm going to select again. So now I'm going to move my cursor down to closer to the end before it clips like that. And if I change this to 0, because I've already added a keyframe, it adds another one automatically. So now I can zoom back out by pressing, I am on my Mac. So if I press Command and press the back button, it zooms out. I mean the which button? The line button up top. So that you see it fades out and then it goes into thank you for watching. So I'll show you this whole clip. Fades out. Thank you for watching. That title automatically does an effect at the end, and that's it. So I'm going to go ahead, because we're going to watch this just so you can see. I'm going to go ahead and export this. You can do that by hitting share, export file, video editing 101. You can change that title to whatever you want. You can hit next. This is my library, and I'll just hit save. So you can tell what it's doing by this little circle button up here. When it says sharing, it's showing you how quickly it's exporting. See, it's almost done now. 85%, 86, that means it's finishing up. It's going through the last part of the video. The more effects, the more titles and stuff you add to the video, the longer it's going to take it to export. If you just add minimal things like I did, it won't take it that long. So, and it also depends on the specs of your computer, not to get technical, but the amount of RAM you have on your computer and things of that nature. So we can go ahead and close out of Final Cut. And then we will, I actually go ahead and play this video file. I hope you guys are, if you're watching, I hope you're having fun. I hope you're learning something. If not, I just thank you for watching, because you don't have to be here. You could be doing something else. So thank you for watching. But I'm gonna press open and this should play. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna press, this should add it to the stream, and we're gonna watch it.
Hey guys, this is your boy Cody Paul from Cody Paul Media, just recording this quick video. Just wanted to do this so I can throw it up on the screen and edit it and show little different zoom in effects or transition effects or titles or whatever that you can add to your video that's just stock in Final Cut to make it look better than just any recorded video. So
boom. Quick and simple, easy, and to the point. So editing, it can be laborsome depending on how long of a video. I mean, that was, you saw what I did, and that was just a 28 seconds. So if you can imagine a 15-minute video, more long form content for YouTube, or if you're editing a film, it's way more laborsome. And I could have did way more with that. But I just wanted to show you guys how simple it can be, just to just to take it, just to take your main video into throw some things, some transitions and stuff to keep people's attention. Look, hold on. Is this segment I sponsored? It would be dope. Look, I want to see what Durier thinks about that. It would be dope. I do have an iPhone, iPad, MacBook Pro. So I'm definitely I'm definitely Apple all the way. I just need an Apple TV, and I'll be okay. If I can vent for a half second, the only thing I don't like about Apple is it's losing ground when it comes to AI. Like Siri is trash compared to Alexa. But that's just my opinion. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to say or anything, of course you want to talk about, we can for the last, I think I got another 10 minutes. If not, we can jump into something else. But I just, again, wanted to show you guys a really quick workflow, and how to get quick video editing done. And it can't, I mean, you can have a workflow where it doesn't take that long. You can have a workflow where it does. It's really completely up to you. Of course, when it comes to video,
Can you start over?
no, I can't start over, Bubba. When it comes to video, you have to have good lighting. Let me prove it to you. You see the difference? Hold on, let me do it one more time. This looks like it's 7:30 in the morning. This looks way better than just your regular light. So
Daddy.
again, when it comes to video,
Daddy.
take it to Bubby. 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 CJ, fix Carson some milk. So anyway, look, you can hear my kids in the background. It is morning time. They should be headed to school fairly quickly. But anyway, so when it comes to video in general, okay, you want to make sure that you have the right shot, which I said you can use your phone. You don't have to buy a camera. If you don't want to, you can use your phone. You can just make sure you have good lighting. That is the main thing, two main things anyway. Make sure you have lighting and make sure your camera is stable. So make sure you have lighting and make sure your camera is stable. Those are two main things that you want to make sure that you have. And those by themselves, you know, without you realizing it, if I'm just sitting here, I'll show you, I'm using my phone as my camera, right? Watch. So if I shot this whole tutorial like this and I'm walking around, you know, in this vlog style and the mic's picking up every little thing that I do with my phone and I'm doing it without lighting, it's not going to go well. By the way, that's my light. And I have a remote to cut it on and off. But anyway, so a lot changes by me just literally setting this in a tripod and cutting my light on. It's more stable, it's easier to watch. And also, by the way, if you guys are watching this, the whole point of this 24-hour live stream, go get Bubby to fix you some milk. Well, here, CJ. Okay, well, here.
Okay, Bobby, let's go.
So the main reason why you're watching this, hopefully, is to not watch me edit videos, even though it's dope. It's to donate or support the Flirting with Destiny web series. That is the main thing, you know, we're doing with Woe Nelly Media, trying to push to get it out. Question, how many assistants do I have? I have 2 kids. Those are my assistants. But other than that, I don't have any at this moment. It's just me. As of right now, at this moment, I actually need to look into getting one here soon. but right now it's just me. But thank you for the question, by the way. The main point though is to get you guys to support, to push Flirting with Destiny. I know we're going to be talking about that through this live stream all day long, but that is the main point of this right here. Is we're sacrificing time, we're sacrificing money, sacrificing a lot of things to put this thing on. So we want to make sure that you guys get behind it, that you guys can support it, and that you know what's going on. It's great. It's a great web series. I know you guys have heard about it already if you're on the stream. If not, it is unlike anything you've seen on TV before. You might find stuff that might seem similar, but not quite. Not quite. Because it's of course chronicling this lady and her dating life, but there's more to that, just a smidgen. That is huge when it comes to the web series. So anyway, I just want to thank you guys for watching and throw that point out there as the reason for this whole live stream is to push Flirting with Destiny. As you can see at the ticker on the bottom of the screen, 24-hour live stream fundraiser. That's what this is. We got my boy Duryea is sacrificing time. So if you want to go now, go to the GoFundMe link, gofundme.com/F/flirtingwdestiny. That is the link. You can click there, you can give, you can share, you can support. Either one of those ways. We know everybody don't have money to throw, but if you can share the link, if you can share this video right now, share this live stream, then that definitely goes a long way. So that is the main point. That is, of course, this video editing or this type of editing is what I'm going to be doing when we actually shoot this web series. So what's up, bro?
Hey everybody, how was it?
It was good.
I see
it was quick and
Kindermate
painless.
said that it was awesome. I get it was awesome. What did he say? Let me read the comment.
And look,
Pretty cool.
Kindermate, wait, hold on real quick. Where's it at? Don't worry. You can edit this out in post. Let me just touch on that for a second. The one thing you cannot really edit out if it's really bad is audio.
Oh.
Audio has to be good.
You
can't really edit that out in post.
You can try.
Audio has to be good.
Yeah.
Hello.
Audio has to be good. Yep. So when it comes to editing stuff out in post, not audio. Not audio.
That's the hardest part is like for me is figuring out the audio. Like I haven't really figured out audio yet. Video I'm getting better at. Audio is always a struggle.
Yeah.
Always a struggle.
Because it's not like you have to have the best microphone in the world, but you just have to make sure you're not catching a lot of outside noise. Because if you're catching a lot of it, there's just no way to filter it out. Not a lot of it. If it's minimal, if it's ambient, if it's just ambient, you can filter it. Depending on whether you're using Logic, Adobe Audition, whatever, you can filter it. But even there's a option in Final Cut that comes, boom, boom. Okay, so radio people that have high-end recording editing setups. Is there anything besides the phone mic to use? Yeah, you can use a regular mic. There are mics that you can actually buy on Amazon that plug into the bottom of your phone with the charger port. They and I think they're fairly cheap. They're not expensive, I don't believe. But you can get them on Amazon. Just plug them into the bottom of your phone and take your audio in that way. If you're using your phone, or if you happen to have just a cheap interface that you use with your computer, you can use a regular microphone too, that you can record the audio on. So I was going to plug up my regular mic today, but
My cubby is put on the floor.
oh, okay, Bubba. Well, here, since he keeps coming over here, you want to say hey?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, small one.
Let's look in this camera, Bubby. No, this one right here. You say hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Duryea saying, hey. This is Carson. And say, hey again.
Young man.
This is little man. So he was the one asking for milk and asking for clothes.
I remember I used to like milk that much. Do you do, random, do you do cow's milk?
No. He drinks almond milk.
Yeah, me too. I started. At first, it's weird. At first, I didn't like how it tastes. Now I can't tell the difference at all. At all.
No. I mean, you could like, if I were to drink, what's up, Julian? If I were to drink cow's milk now, I'd be able to tell the difference. Because I haven't had it in a while.
Probably
it's been
now,
a minute.
Yeah, me too.
And we have different flavors of almond milk. So there's the vanilla original, right? That Carson usually drinks. And there's just the original. And then there's the original unsweetened, which is that I eat cereal with, though.
I only do vanilla flavored milk at this point. You can get a vanilla unsweetened so you can taste the vanilla a little bit, but it's not like sweet. But well, you know what, Cody? We are at that time, so we're gonna play our ads and lead into the next section. So basically, it's gonna be like a 10-minute break. Thank you to Cody Paul. You need to make sure you check out CodyPaulMedia.com and find out everything that he's doing on there. If you need help building your channel, him and his wife, who is the Mompreneur plug on YouTube, they grew their channel like in less than a year by like about
a year and a half.
Y'all added
about
like
15,000,
about 15,000 viewers. They've been doing it for a year and a half, but it was like maybe September, August of last year that they just
when it skyrocketed.
It went from like it was like 500-600 one day, and the next thing it was like 10,000.
It was literally gained 10,000 in a month.
Yeah, literally. and it's super professional. They have a great output. They're super interactive with their subscribers. So make sure you head over there and subscribe. Hit up Cody Paul or support this project where Cody Paul is going to get to be the director of photography. I'm so excited about him and Alex getting together. We're going to have a meeting at some point soon. Now that we have our main team established and hopefully we make some money so we can start laying out some ideas about camera equipment, locations, etc., etc. So thank you. Thank you for being with us. Head over to GoFundMe.com. It's right at the bottom of your screen. GoFundMe.com/F/FlirtingWDestiny. Donate either money or just share the stream or share the link to the GoFundMe. Let people know about it. There's the video is posted, which gives a little behind the scenes look about that whole series. I can't wait for you all to see it. So help us film it so that I don't have to keep holding in the things that I want to tell y'all about the series because I'm really bad at holding in spoilers. Speaking of which, our next thread is an MCU speculation and theories thread. So basically, if you've seen WandaVision, we're going spoiler head. We're talking about all that stuff.
I can't watch it. I haven't seen WandaVision yet.
Oh, we're going ham. We're going ham because we've been waiting for so long to just talk about this stuff. So it's going to be me and a few more geeks. And we're about to talk about everything we think is about to happen in the series. We're going to debate for a good old hour. So come hang out with us. After these ads play, 10-minute break. If you're on Twitch, just stay with us. If you're not on Twitch, then you need to go find the video, finding us on YouTube. There's all the videos throughout the day are already up there. Just go find the MCU speculation thread. Or if you're on Facebook, you'll see me post it on my friends list. And it's also on the Woe Nelly Media and the Writers Room. It's all on there.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere. Thank you so much, Cody. And I will see you later. And I'll see y'all next hour.
Bye, guys.
I see them standing in the streets, probably wishing that we could meet, but I just stare and frown, and still the world goes round. I hear them cry, but I don't move away. I guess I'll save it for another day. I see a brother, strong and full of heart, and he's meant to go far, but he's scared of driving in his car, cause he might get pulled over.
Hi, I'm Jessalyn Pease Garrett, author of Timeless, The Law of the Coven, my new book that came out August 1st of this year. This is the second in the Timeless series, and it features a teenage witch. She's gonna hone her magical abilities, and we're gonna pit her against a dark coven of witches. So I hope you enjoy this book as much as I enjoyed writing it. Timeless, The Law of the Coven is available online from all your favorite retailers. Thanks, guys.
Hello! I am Glorp. Yes! I am Glorp. I have a riddle for you. Do you want to hear it? I'm going to tell you the riddle now. On Tuesday at 8 p.m. We D&D is Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific. On Twitch at the Art Hard Studios channel. I am Glorp. Glorp has said all. I am Glorp.
We are counting down the days to closing out the beautiful Frasier. And one of the things that I really love about our projects, because we named them, we built character, they're almost like your little baby, and you're ready to present it to the world. And one of the things where you look at the little details, and then we start to nitpick, and then before you know it, a few weeks turns into a few months, and before you know it, your project is prolonged more than you thought, just for the little details. But one of the things you have to do is just breathe, relax, and trust the process. Know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. And as long as you stay in committed action each day, you will ultimately get to completion. These things and more, we help investors get their start in real estate investing. So contact us, visit us at it'sjessicamyers.com to learn how you can get your start today.
I'm excited to be in a show with them finally.
Oh wow, it has been a while. For Color Girls was the last show we were all. That was the first show 10 years ago. Yes. Oh no, don't delete that out.
That was pre Woe Nelly Media, but it was in fact a Duryea Rashad production. Yes. So there you go.
First time we did it.
I know.
Babies.
We were babies. So we'll really see how much we've grown. That'd be great. Yeah, I love it.
So here we are. So excited. Great.
Hey everybody, my name's Chris.
I'm Duryea.
I'm Ricky Z.
Justin.
And Julian.
Have you heard about Anchor.fm? It's the easiest way to make a podcast. First off, it's free.
Oh, I love free, especially when we're talking creation tools that allow you to record and edit right from your phone and computer. And Anchor will actually distribute your podcast for you. So as soon as you're finished recording, you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other platforms.
And you can make money off of your podcast with no minimum listenership.
It's basically a one-stop shop for everything you need. So head on over to anchor.fm and download the mobile app now. And make sure you come back and geek out with us.
I actually telling my body? And the things that our body needs to survive, you can't weight it down with all that junk, all the chips, cookies, cakes, and pies. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. And I know for me, that's my struggle. My weakness is sweets. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I had already planned when I got this video to make a run to Del Taco real quick and get one of them sweet cheesecake bites. Let me tell y'all something. Them things will make you slap your mama. They're so good. Lord have mercy. Is that drool? That done got me drooling.
Hi, this is Cody from Cody Paul Media. Thank you for joining me. Anybody can record a video, but the question is, how do you make that video stand out among the rest? A quick animated video like this one can change things around for your company, so go to codypaulmedia.com and get those needs met today. See you later.